Hi Giles, thank you very much for inviting us to your very busy facility today with a lot of machines. Great to see them all in action. Just sort of quick introduction to Coco and what you're about.
So, 40-year trading history, precision subcontract manufacturers, family-owned business, operating from our facility here in Taunton, purpose-built, which we moved into 5 years ago. I'm running 30-odd CNC machines, which you're going to have a look at now with me as we walk through our shop floor.
Fantastic, and obviously doing a lot of different type of work, servicing a lot of different industries.
Indeed, we serve pretty much every industry you can think of. Aerospace and automotive are always two key pillars for us, but in amongst the other third, you've got a mix of defence, oil and gas, nuclear, medical, hydraulic, you name it.
Right.
Which means a very broad spectrum of materials and therefore quite a broad spectrum of machines and capabilities, depending on what we're working on any given day of the week.
And you can turn your hand basically to a one-stop shop near enough?
Near enough. We don't really pitch our capabilities if it comes to very low volumes and prototyping. We're just simply not geared up for it. But on the other end of the spectrum, we're often running production batches of an individual job that might push 100,000, 150, 200,000 parts. Core competency, 500 off to 20,000 off maybe.
Okay, right, let's go and have a look around, shall we?
That's good. So obviously this is one of our newer machines behind us here. Our Mori NZX 2000, triple turret, triple Y, very capable machine that was bought for a specific aerospace contract a number of years ago, but has proven its worth, and we've been able to turn its very capable hand to a multitude of different jobs, different batch sizes, different levels of complexity. Very powerful, capable machine, real workhorse of the factory.
Excellent, excellent. And I was going to say, with that as well, you've got a lot of sliding heads here.
Correct, as I was just going to move on to. So we've literally just 3 months ago, reconfigured the layout on this side of the shop floor. So we now have all 10 of our sliding head machines lined up together in this corner of the factory. We've got our two 20mm machines down the very far end, furthest from us. Every single machine that goes right the way up to the wall behind me is a 32mm slider. So that gives us great capability and capacity for some higher volume turn parts and a mix of some lower complexity parts that you'll see behind me as we walk around, and some more high complexity interesting things as well.
Yeah. And nice to see all the oil savers in action on them. Indeed, as well.
I honestly don't
You've got a few of them, haven't you?
If we prep beforehand, I think you should be able to see one and just let every single swarf bin go in.
Yeah.
It took us a while to demonstrate the capability of the first couple of them we bought. We didn't really sort of put enough time and effort into monitoring how effective they were.
Yeah.
As soon as we moved here to this premises a few years ago, and we were looking for opportunities to reduce our environmental footprint, reduce the cost of oil consumption and such things.
Yep.
We looked at it a little bit more closely. It became very apparent just how effective they were, and I think within 12 months we'd rolled them out and installed them on every machine in the building.
Yeah, because not only you got the oil savers, you've got the coolant savers as well.
Correct.
On the machining sensor.
Correct.
Which is great to see. And I see you have a lot of focus on sustainability within the manufacturing facility as well.
We try. You know, it's something that even as a small business we can all do our part to help reduce the impact on the environment of being a manufacturing business. You know, we are a high electricity consumer. We're always going to be a high electricity consumer, but we source our electric from somewhat renewable sources. Even machines that, you know, when they're not in production, we're trying to make sure they're not left in standby. They're powered down, so they're not consuming electricity unnecessarily. It's always a balance, but it's something that we put a lot of focus and effort into. Obviously down this side of the building behind you, other than the triple turret lathe that we were looking up at the far end, this is effectively the milling section along the full length of this side of the building. We've got 4 horizontal machining centres, the 2 slightly older Hitachis and the 2 modern 21 pallet DMG Mori machines. They're a beast and they're hungry. We ripped through some work on there.
I bet.
But again, for rigidity, capability, and the 21 pallet stackers, on a good week when we've got the right balance, the right workload, those pallet stackers are loaded up. In a 168-hour week, we'll knock out 120, 130 hours worth of production. However, it might only require 30 or 40 hours of man time to achieve that production yield. The rest of the time, give or take, the machine looks after itself. But the improved layout that we achieve by bringing all of the fixed head machines together into one section, all of the sliding head machines together into one section, has been a real boon for us in terms of productivity and output. So much so that actually we find ourselves with some spare capacity at the moment, which is something that I haven't been able to say for Probably since COVID, to be perfectly honest with you.
You're busy guys then, but
Yeah.
obviously more would
Nice,
be
nice
better.
problems to have. Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's brilliant. Well, thanks, Giles. That's really good insight. We're going to obviously do some more filming while we're here with the coolant savers and the oil savers, of course,
Absolutely.
your facility as well. It's great pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
It's
pleasure
great.
to have you here.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Cheers.